Hi there! Today we're at Great House Labs to take a look at this ingenious inventor and some of his mad scientist creations. Let's go this way. Hey Lance, are you here? Hi. Welcome to Great House Labs.
Hey, I'm Lance Greathouse. I'm the founder of Wheelchair Labs, and welcome to our shop.
Fantastic. So, Lance, let's see, why did you begin to create these extraordinary wheelchairs?
Well, what started all this is my brother Brent. We worked together for 20 years, and then one day he started getting some weird symptoms and ended up with a thing called MSA, which is multiple system atrophy, and he ended up in a wheelchair. And, he had such a difficult time being in a wheelchair, we decided to make him really cool and like a custom car instead of being a regular medical device, and that's how it kind of started.
Wonderful. What do you hope to achieve with your work?
Well, what we hope to achieve is we help people. We try to get out 1 or 2 a week, which we have. We probably have over 250 chairs out there now that people are using for their daily routines, and we all get together and we like to design and build stuff in the shop, and we try to make things that haven't been created before. I mean, we look at wheelchairs like custom cars, not just a medical device.
Awesome. So you're building wheelchairs for people out there who need wheelchairs, but then you're also doing a lot of really creative things with that same kind of structure.
Right. Well, basically what we do is we're kind of the last stop. I mean, if they went through the insurance and they can't get a chair and they went to their family, we're kind of like the last resort to get a wheelchair. And it's all word of mouth. If they can't afford to get something, we will get them something to use. And basically what we do is just electric wheelchairs and scooters, but we really enjoy making the fun stuff.
Most definitely. Well, what are your hopes for the future of Wheelchair Labs?
The biggest hope is just keep it going. I mean, it's a struggle. We have great volunteers here. We have great ideas. The biggest thing is just money, like anything else.
Right.
Trying to get money for the batteries and the supplies we need to make everything. But that's the biggest problem, really.
Well, take us on a little tour here.
Okay,
Show us around a little bit.
We do all kinds of stuff besides wheelchairs, but we'll start over here. Actually, this is probably one of the first wheelchairs we did. Was this fighter jet wheelchair here. It's a 3-wheel wheelchair. This came out of a boneyard down in the Tucson where they store planes and stuff, and I saw it behind this guy's building, and I said, boy, that'd make an awesome chair. So we brought it back, and this is one of our first wheelchairs we made, and we still have it.
That's incredible.
And if you notice, a lot of the stuff looks kind of military and scientific, but that's because I like that kind of stuff. And we make chairs for whatever you like. I mean, we've done some Hello Kitty chairs, we can do some Barbie stuff. It's just whatever someone's interested in, that's what we try to tailor the chair around to fit their personality.
Well, where did you learn to build this sort of stuff?
Well, they don't really teach this anywhere. I just kind of learned by working on cars and stuff.
Right.
You know, and as a kid, I was a severe asthmatic and I couldn't do sports and all that, so I ended up watching Lost in Space and Star Trek and all that, and that's kind of Forbidden Planet. And that's kind of where it evolved. You know.
Well, what's your craziest idea for a wheelchair so far?
You know, everybody asks me, what's my favorite wheelchair or what's my craziest wheelchair, and always the same answer is the next one. I mean, we don't care after it's built and it gets to somebody we can care less. We were thinking about the next project. And the fun part is designing something for somebody and then getting it to them. You know, after it's done, we don't care. We just go on to the next thing.
So the wheelchair you like the most is
the next one.
the one yet to be built.
The one to be built, yeah.
The one that will be coming up soon, right?
Yeah.
Do you build wheelchairs from scrap, or are
Well,
you using
we do both. Most of the time we take an existing wheelchair, and like this was an existing wheelchair here. We use the base off of it and the controller kind of built around it. And so basically it functions like a regular wheelchair, but it has more features. It has a stereo system, it has lights, sirens, horns, and a barbecue goes in the back that you can do tailgating on.
So this one is good for tailgating, barbecuing,
Right,
and
it's all around
wheelchairing.
function. But like this one here, this is a 4-wheel drive chair that can go anywhere. And this one was built from the ground up, frame, everything. And this was made for a little girl that goes to camp in Prescott, Arizona, which is really hilly. And without this chair, she wouldn't be able to go. So we try to keep it here and keep it maintained, and she comes and gets it every year.
So how much does one of your wheelchairs cost?
Well, it's hard to say. A lot of the stuff is built from parts, so and we buy some things. A lot of stuff's donated. It just varies. Most of the stuff we do here is gifted. We find someone that needs something, we build it and gift it to them. And then we do have some people that do have money that ask us to build special things for them.
Right.
Like, you know, we have B-52 chairs, we have track chairs. Corinne's working on some stuff in the back. Like I said, we have a lot of volunteers here. We have engineers and council people and artists, and like my wife says, one of everything has been over here, and we like all people that volunteer.
Lots
And
of
I
people
tell a lot of
working
people,
together.
volunteer means you don't get paid. It's not about the money anyway.
Now, if people are interested, do you go out and find people who need wheelchairs? Do they
Oh
contact
no,
you?
they
How does
find
that
us.
work?
Like I said, we don't advertise if they're swamped anytime anybody finds out about us, but it's all word of mouth. And like I said, we're kind of the last resort. But anytime we do anything in the news or something, we're swamped for months trying to keep up. You know.
Wonderful.
But I can show you some of the stuff we built. Actually, this is one of my first chairs right here that I made for my brother. It was a track chair. He passed. From being diagnosed to pass was 5 years.
Wow.
But I started out with this chair, and so what I did is I kind of just turned it into my office chair, just to keep it, a memento of it. This here was we were making a 6-wheel drive chair, so anybody could go anywhere they wanted to, and we found out we don't really need 6 wheels. 4 wheels will go just as many places as 6 wheels, so we turned this into a fire shooting robot.
Wow.
So we take it to different shows and shoot fires to get people interested in what Wheelchair Labs is really about, just getting people mobile again.
Wonderful. There's lots of exciting stuff going on.
Yeah, well, we do a lot of other things too. Like I said, we build custom barbecues. The idea is to build these barbecues like this, take them to raffles, use the money to, get money to keep the Wheelchair Labs going. I mean, the biggest thing, what we're doing here can be done anywhere, across the country, across the world. There's tons and tons of wheelchairs and scooters sitting in people's yards that they never use, they never sell. Let's just repurpose them, fix them, get them to the people that need them. I mean, it's just something that no one's doing that anybody could do. I mean, we have tons of stories of people it's changed their lives. I mean, not just completely disabled people, but people that aren't mobile. They're stuck in their apartments. They can't go anywhere. We get them a chair. They're out living life again, doing things, and we get just tons of letters how it's changed their lives, you know.
When you have people with unique needs that need specific kinds of wheelchairs, like for 4-wheel drive or just to protect their bodies.
Right, and we have some people that can't use their hands or they can't use their feet. So we've designed something for them to use. I've done stuff for people that want to fish. They would cast for them or hold the rod. It's just like people's stories. There's 10 million stories out there. And the thing that surprises me is nobody's addressing this. I mean, all these companies, there's over 16 million people in wheelchairs in this country.
Wow.
And no one's addressing the problems, you know. I mean, it's basically the same wheelchair for the same person, same color, black wheelchair, and get it out the door, you know.
Well, you definitely take personality to another level here.
Well, anyway, we do everything here. We don't send anything out. We do our own design, we do our electrical, we do our painting, our fiberglass, sheet metal work, everything's done here. We don't have to contract anything out, which is how we save a lot of money, and we do things quickly. And like I said, we have students come over, all kinds of volunteers you never know who you're going to meet over here. Like one of them back here is Corinne. This Corinne's hiding in the back.
Let's meet Corinne. Hi, Corinne.
She's working on a project right now.
Looking for tools.
She's looking for tools. We spend half our time looking for tools around here. All right, so any more questions for me? Or?
I think we made it through the list.
Okay,
Yeah,
well,
thanks for showing us around and tell us a little bit about Wheelchair Labs.
You guys need to come out and do a real video, and see what we got here. We could show you quite a few unique things that they probably haven't seen in your part of the world.
Thank you.